His video, the complex video that he dropped. Let's see the title. Travis Scott
I've always
shows
had a passion
off
for
his
these.
luxury cars, talks collecting sneakers.
I've always had a passion for these ultra rare things that always was outside of the box. I think every sneaker, every car, there's a connection. It's been a lot of times where I pass on certain things because it's not really something that connected to me.
Damn, Trav, you got clear skin. Complex presents on display. Bro. Nah, that collection is
welcome
fire.
to On Display. Thank you for
I
doing
want that.
this.
I want to get that
Sure,
collection. I want
always,
to get that
man.
collection
We're
one
here
day.
to see some of the amazing cars in your
One day.
collection,
I
but
promise you.
also I want to talk about the art of collecting and your journey in collecting things. Even back in the day, stereo speakers, was that like the first thing that you started collecting?
Wow, that's crazy. How the fuck? So my dad, everyone had like their surround sound systems in their garages just collecting dust. You know, I had this idea of just like taking the woofers out of the towers of the speakers, and I put them in my shoe boxes, and I kind of created my own surround sound. I needed like multiple amps for that. So then, as I went to like all my different neighbors' cribs, I kind of noticed that they all had different brands of amps, different speakers, different sizes. So I used to ask them, can I have it? Because they weren't doing it. So I collected stuff from there, and then from there, the passion of just like finding things that can inspire you to get to the next level.
Okay.
Where do
Matsuri?
cars fit
I
into
thought it was
your passion points of
okay, makes sense.
collecting?
It's Matsuri. Makes sense.
I mean, it's always been a passion, even from seeing like European like rally racing, even from F1.
Yeah.
You kind of see these overpowered and over like zealous and crazy looking type cars that moving at high level
type of cars,
speeds,
right?
Different engines, paint jobs, colors, and it always just inspired me. I love to move fast, so it's just like it started from like little bikes, little mongoose bikes.
Mongoose, yes.
And then when I was able to get a car, it's like started from there. Just got my drive up just to get some drive. You know what I'm saying?
We're sitting in your Lamborghini Urus, incredible car. When did you first fall in love with Lambos?
I remember I wanted a Lambo so bad, and I got finessed for like a Huracan. I'll never forget, I paid like 100,000 or something for it. This is when I was younger, so yeah, like I didn't even have the money for it, so I was just like, you try to put some money down on a Lambo or whatever. And then it didn't even end up working out. I bought it from some guy, and after that I was like, fuck this. I'm going to all dealership from now on for all this other shit. So yeah, like I think with everything, even like the Toyota I had, which I called the hood Toyota MR2, I looked at that car like it was a Lamborghini until I could finally turn it into one. And I don't think it's like a materialistic thing. I don't even think it's because of the price of it. I think just the performance, the style, the drive of it.
That's inspiring. That's inspiring, bro.
How much of an effect does the Jeep Cherokee your mom had? How does that fuel kind of like this passion for collecting?
Well, my mom had this green Jeep Cherokee and her driver door didn't work, so we always had to get in on the passenger seat. And that fueled me every day to make sure that at least we can get in on the driver seat.
Absolutely.
And my mom has always had a style to her. She's always been able to keep things like at a couture level, even though things are like rough. You know what I'm saying?
Made the best out of it.
But yeah, so it was like kind of why I'm into these Jeeps, how raw and deconstructed they are. Kind of reminds me of that fucked up Jeep I had.
In this studio, the Maybach G650 Lawn Delay. Only 99 made. What made you need that car in your collection?
Well, I've always had a passion for these like ultra rare things.
Yes.
Things that always was outside of the box. Even looking at the land a lot. Just the space, the privacy, it kind of just gives you a different experience. The tech might not be as up to date, but it's kind of like a good thing. It's kind of like a peacefulness in that.
Another car that's here, I promise I'm not gonna talk sneakers, but the Cabriolet.
Yeah.
The Olive Pro Beat Dunks. Is it ever delivered to match, or is it just the passion of collecting a bunch of things?
I think every sneaker, every car, there's a connection. It's been a lot of times where I pass on, certain things or certain sneakers, certain cars, because it's not really something that connected to me.
Yeah.
Whether it's from like the SBs, every SB has its story. Whether it's like the Dooms or something. Like you think about it like, I love these albums, the NRDs, I love this.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger, one of the illest movies.
Yes.
Lobsters. which was something I wasn't as fond of as of late, but now I love them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Comes in waves sometimes.
Yeah, and not the sneaker, but the actual food.
Okay.
Ah!
It's like the movie Big.
We talked about the stereo system, but like, out of your cars, do you do the car tests with albums? And do you like listening to, and what is that process like?
Oh yeah, for sure. Every album I've ever made, it's not one album that I haven't put out that I haven't car tested.
Oh, I remember
I might
this. It
start
was
from
in
my
Netflix.
phone
It was at the Netflix.
test to the car test. I don't even know if you looked at my dog,
Look
but I was
Mama
like
Can
going
Fly.
back and forth from a car,
Yeah.
like listening to the album. I think it was Asheroll at the time. But each car has like a different type of take on sound and things like hit different. But then also too is like, not everyone is in like maybe an ultra expensive car, so also listening to and in a car that, you know, I might drive on an every day-to-day basis, or my mom might drive on an everyday.
The shit that Travis drives on a day-to-day basis is probably a Ferrari. La Ferrari, bro. Let's be honest.
Because that's like natural consumption.
Totally. For your 28th birthday, you bought yourself a Bugatti Chiron. Only 30 of those exist. Are you sentimental? Do you tie them to life events ever?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because, you know, RP Pop, we were working on
The Gotti video, right?
Got
I
it.
always loved the car, you know, the idea of the car is crazy. And I remember we was doing that song and Pop's like, yeah, man, we gotta bring the Gottis out, man. Like, you know, I forgot who was helping us put the video together. It's like, yeah, man, I know somebody that can, like, you know, bring some Gottis out for us. And I'm thinking, like, to bring them out for us. I'm like, nah, fuck that. It's like, nah, I'm gonna just go get this. I remember I pulled up, we was at the shoot, me and Pops right
We
around.
gonna listen to Gotti after this.
Damn, bro, this shit like
I haven't
smell like
heard
brand new. I
this
was like,
song in
yeah,
about
bro,
a
this
month.
guy like
Wow.
couple like week ago. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah. I was like, bro, to be honest, you one of the illest rappers. Like, I feel like you changing like the whole sound of New York. You don't even know if you know right now, but like just from the sound of the beats to the way you put together, it's like this is gonna create allegiance of just like artists and the sound and creatives. So man, you gonna have a million of these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, the music just went to the highest level,
Okay.
You like to drive these cars.
Oh yeah.
You like cars that are driven.
Yeah. I don't believe in people that buy these cars and just sit them in the garage
Who would buy
and
these
then
type of
don't
cars
pull
just
them
for
out
the
and have
garage?
like 0 miles on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that for?
Yeah.
I respect all collectors and how they treat their things, but man, y'all gotta put them cars on the road.
For real.
I know Jay Leno got mad V's, and I'm pretty sure he puts them on the road.
Well, I know.
Jay Leno owns over 340 vehicles. God damn. Bro, I swear, Jay Leno, cars. But Jay Leno cars are insane. That collection is insane. I'll be honest with y'all. Oh my god. But at least it got it worth because he got them
I
on.
know your time is limited.
On a
Thank
place
you
like
so
it's
much.
not-
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
not
Thank you,
moving
man.
them. So
Thank you.
I think they got the same price. I'm not sure. Nah, W video, bro. I'll be honest, Travis collection is really inspiring. One day I'm gonna have like this collection and even better. Trust me, y'all.